So folks, every single time I do a call with somebody regarding this topic, whether it be about their siblings, whether it be about anybody they got to deal with, that's a very toxic individual. And the best, most ruthless, most cleanest, most purest way to deal with this is to use silence on the narc. It just eats them on the inside like nothing you'd ever see. They need your reaction. They need your soul. They need your soul power to continue moving forward. Without it, they are empty shells, lost. They don't know what's going on. And if you just stonewall them, they can't abuse you no more. You don't attach yourself to them. You don't attach yourself to their energy, to their aura. You detach. Because if you don't, you'll be like me at the start of this video. Oh my God, it's something different every week. God. That's how it's going to be. Because with them, it's something different every week. And it's up to you to silence these individuals. They need what you have, which is your soul power. They think they're entitled to you. They think they're entitled to your soul. They act like you owe them something. Your sister might abuse the ever-living hell out of you because you're my sister. These are the things that said 24/7 on call. And these are people, I don't care who it is, you have to silence them. It's the greatest thing, it's the greatest tactic you can use on them. In fact, they'll go to great lengths to even use that on you. They will give you silent treatment when you didn't even deserve for that to happen. There's a big difference from when they use silent treatment on you to when you use it on them. You use it on them for real. You use it on them because you're not playing a game. You're cutting off because they're being abusive. When they use it on you, it's to purposely abuse you. When you use it, you're not purposely abusing them. You're cutting ties. I'm good. That's what it has to be whenever you do it. And you don't let them back in. You don't let them get over on you again. Once you know who you're dealing with, folks, that's enough. Enough is enough. That is their karma, the fact that they cannot get to you anymore. And it's going to hit them and it's going to hurt them on the deepest level because they need your soul to even feel validated, to even feel alive. They need you. You do not need them. They need you. Your sister, your brother, they need you. They need to be able to feel like they have some sort of something over you because it's your sister, right? It's your brother. I'm your brother. We're cousins, no? It's all a trap. You can't care who anybody is in today's day and age. You can't even give a damn. I don't care who it is. You guys get the point. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's a sibling. I don't care if it's the closest to blood to you. if it's the furthest away. You can't care. The only thing you should care about is how another human being is treating you. That's the only thing you should care about. And you have the right to cut off anybody you want to cut off. You don't got to stick around for nobody. If you got a girlfriend right now and you feel like shady stuff's going on, she's hiding stuff, she's doing stuff, she's trying to get leverage over you, she's trying to mess with you, something's going on. You have every right to call off the relationship and dissolve that whenever you want. Because if you feel that deeply like something is going on, I can guarantee you there is something going on. There's all types of this kind of abuse and people cannot see it clearly enough. I'm fortunate enough to have gone through so damn much that it's impossible that I can't see it. It's so clear. It's so clear what people are doing. And that forced me to not be around that many individuals today, because most individuals is all sorts of up. So I distanced myself because I ain't dealing with the bullshit. You cannot come correct. You come with all these problems and baggage and you think I gotta take care of that. I gotta baby you, I gotta pamper you, I gotta tell you how to live, do certain things because you're so out of alignment. It's just a burden. It's just a headache. It's a joke. And you know what? I don't mind helping people to a degree, but if you're making it harder for me and you let's say for instance you get some girl, she's probably not going to be perfect, but you can tell her certain things and help her out. If she's just resisting, that's a no-go. She's still not willing to cater to you. She's not making it easy. She's making it, in fact, the complete opposite. Very, very difficult. Very difficult. And that is something you have to call off. Because it's going to lead to nowhere. Like I said, I am fortunate enough to have experienced so many damn things at such a young age. And I've called off countless amounts of things that has come my way over the past 5 to 7 to 8 years. And that's because I already knew the outcome. And I'm not so fast to just cut somebody off. But once I know. It's enough. I saw enough. And there's some younger folks in certain situations, people I even do calls with, and they're not aware. They're just not. You can think you are. I just know where you're at. It might go bad for you. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying 100% sure, because nothing is 100% sure, but there's a huge percentage that I am sure things are probably going to go bad. And that's up to yourself to live and learn from that situation. Like I have countless amounts of times. I'm just fortunate so much hit me so fast, all at once. And I had to learn from all of that all at once. By the time I'm 21, I'm catching on things that people even in their mid to late 20s to even 30s, some people in their 40s or 50s, don't even know yet. And it's that is dangerous. That's dangerous. There's so many things, bro. And it's something new every week. Something different. Do these individuals, bro, I'm telling you. You just gotta be smart enough to see it through, my boy. You just gotta be smart enough to see it through. You don't deserve to be some guy and you're doing all the right things, but you have some ratchet head case for a woman in your life. And you know damn well she's taking things too far. You know damn well something's up. Why are you still with her, brother? Why are you still with her? Why do you still talk to her? Why do you still even acknowledge her presence? Why do you do this? You already know she's a lost cause. She's for the streets. She's for the high heavens of hell, which means hell. She's high up in there. We gotta take out the electric chairs, brother. Somebody take out the electric chairs, because there's some individuals that need to get executed for your sins. Just too much. You done too much. And I don't even legitimately mean execute them. You know I'm joking, but for anyone that thinks I'm serious, obviously not. But in your mind, they're executed. In your mind, that's how done they are. Oh, they're done. They are D-O-N-E in capital letters done. You done. Done. Never look at them the same again. Looked around a whole lot, didn't you? You did it again. Yeah, I did it again. How many things you gotta go through to start to see what's going on, you know? You should take those red pill moments where you feel rage over what somebody did to you and take that as a warning and never go back to the softer person you used to be. You can be vulnerable to yourself. You don't gotta be vulnerable to nobody else you don't wanna be with. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve your kindness, because it's always taken for weakness, because fucking wolves in sheep's clothing. To never be vulnerable to these individuals, bruh. You're doing yourself a disservice. You are setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for massive, massive rage. Because you're going to feel the rage, because you're going to know in your mind exactly what happened. And you're not going to be happy about it. You got to be mad about it, bruh. You got to be an angry little pit bull. Just like I was. And now, I'm cool, calm, collected. I got wisdom for days. The experience. I'm not letting these individuals get over on me again. I'll turn things down. I'll do all kinds of things. Because I'm going to live my life sane. Not insane. They can stay insane, because you know what? They gain more sanity off of destroying your life. That's how sick in the head they are. It makes them feel important. Oh, look what I could do to him. Look what I could do to him. Look what I could do to her. Fucking crazy and shit. Look what I can do to you. You're dead to me. Now what are you gonna do? And cry and pout and complain. Good. Because I'm done with you. You're cut from the team. You're off the roster. You know why? Because in the locker room, you're a burden to the team. You're a burden. Nobody likes you. You're not trustworthy. You bring the energy of the team down. You're a locker room burden. They're like the NHL players that have to leave teams because it was so controversial in the dressing rooms. Buddy's wife gets into it. The Mike Hoffman situation with Eric Carlson. They used to be teammates. Buddy's wife starts stalking this player on his team. Going crazy, saying ridiculous things, threatening and all this other kind of stuff. What is going on? You're cut because you're a locker room burden. They don't belong. They gotta get out of there. Just like the toxic individuals in your life. They gotta get out. Because you're a sane person and you don't want to be driven insane. You don't want to harm nobody. These toxic individuals are so crazy, they will push you to the point of wanting to harm them and then complaining and calling you crazy that you want to harm them. And you don't want to feel like that. I've been there, folks. They will drive you nuts. And now no one can even come close to getting me to that point because you can't get me deep enough to bring that out of me. You can't come close enough to get me to that point. Because I know better now. I know exactly what these individuals do. I know what they do. It's like, bro, most people today can't even live like a regular life. It's like they're always doing something that's just to do something to mess you up in some sort of a way. It's like, what are you doing? There's no time for that. There's only time to live a great life. They do all that extra stuff, and it's like, what is you doing? It's something different every week. God. Something different. And the only way to avoid this is to avoid them. Is to cut them clean. And don't care about it. Don't feel bad about it. Don't feel like a bad person because of it. They're not good for you. They're not good for your soul. They're not a good team player. They're not a good friend. They're not a good husband. They're not a good wife. They're not a good family member. They're not good for you. I had to cut off family members that in the past that I used to be close with my entire life. Because they became very, very detrimental to me. And even before the lead up, it wasn't even perfect. But that's how much I'm willing to give people a chance. I'm not so fast to cut somebody off. I'll let things go on until you put a stop to it, because it's like, it's now unacceptable. You hope for the best. You hope things can get better, but it's just never gonna. The sister that abuses you, it's not going to get better. You might have this hope. I hope it's never going to get better. And you know why? Because she is never going to get better. They just want to continue that on and continue it on and continue it on. And your greatest superpower, your greatest weapon over these individuals is complete and utter silence. You don't give them nothing. You don't give them no emotion. You don't tie yourself to them. You don't tie yourself to them. You're not engaged with their energy. It's a cutoff. They feel nothing towards you because you don't let them. If you want to attach yourself to them because it's my sister or they're important to me or whatever, or you think you have a connection or a relationship with them, that's the only way they can have any power over you whatsoever. If you cut that tie, if you don't attach yourself, connect yourself to them, if you get your mind off of them, you will free yourself from a burden. From a damn burden. Pay attention to your wife, buddy, because she's messaging me. Pay attention. You think this is something new? Bruh, you know how many wives are out there messaging me that have husbands? This ain't nothing new under the sun. This happens on a regular. What are you doing? Pay attention to your wife. It's completely ridiculous. I don't even know what to say at this point. But I know what. If I had a wife and she's messaging other men, that's no longer my wife. Because you're really breaking a barrier there. But do you think they care? No. They don't. And I'll never be in a relationship. I'll never be in a marriage like that. That will not exist. It'll never exist. And the second I sense anything, it's a wrap. You dissolved it. You did it yourself. You dissolved it. You dissolve the connection yourself. Some people, bro, are like, women are pushing the absolute limits on some of their boyfriends or husbands out there. Seeing how far they can go without the fella standing up and saying something. Or setting a boundary. You set the boundaries, fucking thing. And the second anything starts to go off, you immediately jump in and say something because you're holding the house down. You're making sure things are correct. You're not finna get abused. You're not finna be getting gaslit. You're not gonna be getting in these soul ties and then wanting to jump off a cliff. Women don't even understand what they're doing to their own loved ones majority of the time. And they don't care. But you have to see this through. I don't care if it's a new girlfriend. I don't care if you're a year in. I don't care if you're 10 or 20 years in. Check her. You have to check her. Because if you just let things slide, for one, she don't respect you. For two, you can say goodbye to the relationship because it's already dissolved. You think you're still in it, but you're not. It's going to be over. Trust me. There's even, bro, I've had messages from wives telling me they're embarrassed of their marriage. They're embarrassed that they're married to this guy. Can you imagine that? Saying that about your own husband. That you are embarrassed of what you're in right now. That's some next level stuff right there, folks. Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. As a man, you don't allow yourself in those positions. You don't allow yourself in positions of disrespect. She probably got in your head since day one and slowly turned you into a worse and worse and worse and worse and worse version of yourself. That's not the path that you're going to take as a man. You're going to stand your ground. You'll be alone for the rest of your life because you're going to stand your ground. You're not going to budge. You're not going to move. You're not going to change. You are for some emotionally erratic creature. And you're going to let her get into your head. You're going to change everything about you and become less so she can look good or more than you? Absolutely not. You let that happen, you can say goodbye to your hopes and dreams of marriage, of a happy marriage, of a marriage that you're going to be, still having a good time in the bedroom. You can say goodbye to that because they're going to use everything against you and you're going to be emotionally abused, manipulated. You want to keep things where they should be. Is where you want to keep them. You don't let it get to that point. You don't let it get out of hand. With anybody. And this is just an example of it all. You don't let things get out of hand. You don't let people mistreat you. And when they do, silence is your greatest weapon. And that's the video for today, folks.